How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Barely Noticed podcast. I am your host, Sick Boy, along with my co-host, Crawdaddy,
Yellow.
and we should have a good bit to talk about this week. I've got some things in my notes here that throughout the week I've tried to remember things and open up the notes on my phone real quick and put it in. So I've got a few things. Tyler, you got anything that you're just dying to talk about?
Um, I guess I'm finally getting out of the grass cutting business. It's time to hang up the jersey. I'm retiring.
That's it. He's done. No
I'll,
more.
I'll definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Tyler's been doing landscaping for your dad. Tell him how your dad told you to do landscaping.
Well, since I stopped playing baseball when I was like pretty much 15, and my dad was like, "Well, if you're not working or if you're not playing sports or anything, I'm creating this landscaping business, and you're gonna work it." And I worked it till I was pretty much full time till like a senior in high school, and then every time I'd come back from college, I'd like do work. So up until I was about 19, and it was definitely an experience. I was driving to places by myself with a trailer and doing all the work by myself. So yeah, fun time.
Over the summertime, I had previously been working at a landscaping company as my full-time job, and Tyler had come back from school for the summertime and needed a job and was trying to make a new PC and get his money up to make a new PC. So I asked if he wanted to come work with me, and I was his boss, and it was going well. We had a good
Oh,
time. I mean, him and I, get along and are friends and everything, but the actual job itself sucked. I was like very willing to look past it at the beginning, and I was like, well, I'm just thankful I'm getting paid and I have a job. And then as time went on, it just started to go downhill. So safe to say, I don't work there anymore. But you're in your last week now, right, Tyler?
yeah. Last day's Friday, when this will probably come out. So
Oh yeah, that's right. This will come out on Friday. Your last day will be on Friday. I just didn't see eye to eye with the owner of the company, and I was just tired of working there. And I'd wear long sleeves and pants to try to protect myself from the sun and not getting sunburnt. And it just, you work all day, it's like 90 degrees with 100% humidity, and then you're just drenched in sweat, and you're wearing long sleeves and pants, and it just sucked. It was not fun. I did not like that job. It was okay for like the first while. It was, like I said, at least I have a job and I have something to do. And I worked there for a little over a year, maybe a year and like a month, a year and 2 months. And Tyler doing it so much growing up with his dad, and Tyler did it alone. Like would go and work multiple properties alone. I've done a few alone out of my own choosing, but I always did it with a crew of people. I could never imagine it doing it by yourself. That sounds miserable.
yeah, that was the only upside when I joined y'all. I was like, oh, this ain't bad at all. But the difference is like how I didn't work as long as we do now. Like it'd only be like four, like would crank out like 13 to 50. Actually, not as much now with just me and Clay, but the hours are way longer than what I did before.
Repeat what you said the beginning part. You cut out. You said you would crank out what, 4 a day or something?
Oh yeah, like 4 or 5 because I had school and everything.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, we Tyler came and worked, and the company I was working for, we would hire people who had no experience, and then I would have to teach them. And like, I don't mind doing that, but it was like so frustrating because people would, just like nobody cares. Like, I would go in with a good attitude and like I need to get this job done because I'm working for my boss and I owe it to him and I'm getting paid. And we would hire people who were just, for lack of a better term, just bums who were just showing up trying to get money and like barely did the job. And it'd be so frustrating trying to get work done, and you're working with people who like don't care or have like a terrible work ethic. So when I finally convinced Tyler to be able to come work with me, it was awesome because he's one of my best friends. And then we're able to get the work done at a good pace, and he knows what he's doing, and I don't have to follow him around and make sure he was doing stuff. And we had some interesting characters that we worked with. Tyler worked with a few, like three guys who were interesting. I've worked with some. I don't even know what words to use, but it is just For those of you who have landscaping jobs and you do landscaping, shout out to you because that is a tough job. That is hard on your body. I'm sure you work with a bunch of knuckleheads and you got to do what you got to do to pay the rent. But man, that was a job I will not miss.
Dude, most companies work longer than we do too. They'll go to like 6 o'clock and like start earlier.
Yeah, I could not imagine that job was good for the time I had it and it helped me get by and I got paid and but I just never it's going to be one of those things like when people you might say you like chocolate and then you go work at a chocolate factory then now you can't stand it because you're around it all the time or you ate it so much. I will be one of those people who's like 25 and I will hire people to cut my grass because I'm just sick of it. And that's just me after doing it for a year. Tyler's done it for like 5, 6 collective years now and not just like, hey, Tyler, go outside and cut the grass for us real quick. I like, going out and slaving away doing it. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah, that's why, I'm retiring. No,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna be
Yeah,
nice.
putting your jersey up. I don't want to
Dude, unless they
even.
add a extra crazy contract extension, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, you're right. Have to have a reason to bring you out of retirement. I don't ever want to touch another lawnmower again. I hated that. When you use the weed eater and you like hold it up, like you turn it around and like the motor's next to your head and the head of the weed eater is down at the bottom, and you do that and you're up against the sidewalk and it hits the rocks and it just shoots rocks back up in your face and I just hated it.
I become numb to it. That's why I do it in shorts and short
I know
sleeves.
Tyler was crazy. He's out cutting grass in shorts and short sleeves. First of all, getting literally roasted by the sun and then getting grass and debris and stuff flying all over and hitting him. And I must have just been a little weak twink femboy because I was wearing long sleeve everything. I had like a face guard thing. I hated cutting grass or even you would walk by someone else cutting grass and like a rock would shoot out and hit you in the face and I that was the part of the job I hated the most. I hated that.
I just got used to it. We did a yard that's near a lake, and it was like a really long gravel driveway, and I'd have to weed eat it, and I just came numb to it at some point.
It there was a time where I was weed eating and there was really tall grass and there was like half of a brick, like a brick that you build a house with, not like cocaine, but
Yeah.
it was like half of a brick and it was just small enough that it could get hit by the weed eater and be moved. And I didn't know it was there, went over it, shot it back at myself, and it was like someone shooting a cannon at my leg, like a cannonball at my leg. I felt like I had broke my shin. That hurt so bad.
You want to tell him about how you almost killed me that one time you ran over that branch?
Oh yeah, I ran over it. Did it hit you in the face or did it go right by
No,
you?
it went right by me, dude.
I was on like a standing lawnmower that you ride, and I went over it, and on the side is like the open part where it shoots all the debris out after you cut it. And I went over a stick that if it had hit Tyler in the face, it might have pierced your skin, like it gone
Yeah.
into your. I almost killed him. It like exploded. I went over a branch and it like exploded, and the debris, like the mulched pieces from it, he would have looked like
He
a
outlined me.
yeah, literally like a Looney Tunes like outlined him with the explosion. He would have looked like an Iraqi war veteran. Like an IED went off and almost killed him.
Oh, I've had mulch go on my leg before. It's not fun.
Yeah, landscaping is not for the faint of heart. I once again, if you do it, mad respect to you. I would not recommend it to anybody. That job sucks. I'm sure as much as our funny moment gaming YouTube listeners love us talking about landscaping.
Yeah, we can switch the topic.
What I wanted to get to, because I have been keeping up with it like crazy, is the Mr. Beast drama.
Oh yeah, I haven't really been
Did you?
focusing on it.
Okay, so you didn't watch that video I sent you or anything?
I watched like the first little bit in the morning, but I just never got back to it.
Dude, it is crazy because I was like never in. This is my timeline of Mr. Beast. I was never into him, never cared. My brother-in-law, who's like 27, he listens to Joe Rogan and he listened to the Joe Rogan podcast episode with Mr. Beast and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I like respect him. He's so crazy, like he does all this stuff." And I was like, "What? My brother-in-law cares about Mr. Beast?" So then me and my fiance started watching his videos and they're entertaining. They get your attention and whatnot. So then we kind of became like Mr. Beast fans, and we'd watch the videos and everything. And then as of lately, the drama that's happened, for those of you who do or don't know, Mr. Beast, Jimmy, good old Jimmy,
Hmm.
has a friend who's in the videos, who's a staff member and one of the main characters in all the videos, whose name's Chris. And Chris ended up being a transgender, turning into a woman. I don't know if he did like the surgery to become a woman or he just dresses like a woman, but
I don't know.
you get you that's the gist. And it turned out that Chris, it's come out to light that he was like grooming a younger kid who was like 13 or 14 and like, messaging a minor, really dirty stuff. And you could look, all the stuff is public knowledge. You can look it up online and find it. I'm not going to go too deep into it because it's really gross, like really gross. But ended up like essentially becoming a pedophile. And then there's videos on Mr. Beast's channel or on his live streams where they're at like Chris's house or something. And there is a famous, well, I say famous, but well known to this community, artist who makes like fan fiction draws child porn. I cannot remember their name, the person's name, but they were quote unquote famous for doing this on Twitter, and they'd like take commissions of drawing that, which is
Yeah, that's
disgusting.
weird.
Yeah, it is so. I want to say the person's name's like something with an S, like Shadow or something weird like that. But anyway, there's videos where in the background of Chris's house or whenever they're in an area, I think it's Chris's house. There's like hanging pictures of it on Chris's wall in his house in the background of videos. So
Yeah, that's yeah.
yeah, it's not good. So yeah, messaging the minor, having like child pornography commissioned photos in his possession. So that happened, and then Chandler, another one of the members of the group, is like a really big Christian, very I don't want to just say religious, but yeah, religious, follows God, decided, yeah, this is getting a little weird. So he dipped. He left the channel. He's not
Good.
part of it anymore. He's not going to be in any more videos. And he has like these TikToks where it's like him reading the Bible and it's like Bible time with Chandler or something like that. Not that verbatim, but it's along those lines. So he's like doing his own thing now. And he's like making Christian content, which is cool. Good for him. And then the juicy meat of everything that is happening is there is a former employee named Dawson, and they made a YouTube video that's like an hour long proving all of these bad things that are happening at Mr. Beast. So some of them were that videos are faked, the sweepstakes, like the lottery things they do, are rigged. The chocolate bars are not as healthy as they're supposed to be or as they're said to be. There's a lot. I would really, really highly recommend watching it. The guy's channel, once again, is called Dog Pack. It's the only video he has. The picture, his like channel picture is like a little puppy that's on it, or like a Pomeranian or something. And so he puts out this video just eviscerating Mr. Beast, like proving that his productions are fake, the videos are staged, the contestants he puts on are like friends of his, not even like random people like how he says they are, and everything he uses is public knowledge. So I think he can't technically be sued because everything he has put in the video is things that you can find through public knowledge. So he puts out the video, and then Mr. Beast is trying to sue him, and they're trying to create fake stories about him, saying that he's a disgruntled employee who's on drugs and all this crazy stuff. It is wild,
Jeez.
dude. It is really. I'm not someone who like keeps up with internet drama and things of the sort. That's not like my cup of tea, but this, and I mean, especially when you're the biggest YouTuber on the platform and your whole audience is for children and everything, with one of your coworkers coming out as being a pedophile, and then now it's getting proved that you're faking these videos, and it's just insane. I really cannot imagine the channel continuing to go. Like,
We haven't had a good internet drama in a while. This is
dude,
nice.
2024 has been like the year of like pedophiles, like Dr.
Yeah.
Disrespect,
Yeah.
Chris. Like, there's so many. Someone I'm gonna get to
Mr.
later. Go ahead. I know what you're gonna say. I'll just say the same thing.
Mr. T Lexify.
Mr. T Lexify, a very prominent zombies YouTuber, Call of Duty zombies YouTuber, who me and Crawdaddy literally grew up watching. Like we've known him forever, and I've watched his stuff for probably a decade. And there's somebody else too. Because I saw a thumbnail of a video where it was like Year of the Pedophile or something, and it was talking about other people. I can't
Drake.
remember who.
Drake.
Oh well, yeah, I guess Drake, but oh man, there's somebody else who I can't remember who it is. But anyway, so yeah, I really cannot imagine Mr. Beast's organization getting through this one. This is a tough one.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
And especially if you're a sponsor and people who invest in the channel, like, you know, you have to cut ties with them because you don't want to be known as the brand who is with a company that tolerates that kind of stuff. And it sort of puts all his charity work into jeopardy too. Like there's a part of the video where Dawson Dogpack is talking about how Mr. Beast donates, and it's like, well, Mr. Beast does donations and charity, so he must not be a bad guy. And then he puts up other pictures on the screen of people who said they were good people who donated but were bad, and like one of the pictures is Jeffrey Epstein, and it showed like an organization he donated to. So he's just proving the point that it's like, just because you donate doesn't mean you're a good person. Like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more of the major point. It's a very, very good video. It's got a lot of research put into it. I am normally the first person to call out stuff if it's BS or like, okay, whatever, dude. But this guy, he is a former employee. He put in the work, and it is a very, very convincing video. I would be completely floored if after all of this it ended up being that he was just some disgruntled guy who was trying to get revenge on Mr. Beast, because I don't think that's the case at all.
It's definitely surprising news considering Jimmy's, he's known for he's a good guy, Jimmy. He never does anything wrong.
Yeah, it's supposed
And
to be
this
wholesome.
Wild stuff.
There were things about people like receiving money from challenges or whatnot, and then they never got the money, or that he would take forever to give it to them, and just really kind of shady. I'm not doing it justice. You have to watch the video. There was another major point. Oh man, this is gonna kill me. But yeah, they haven't put out like an official. He put out a response where he said he hired an investigator to look into it, and it's like, what sense does that you hired your own private investigator to investigate yourself? Like, what sense
I
does
thought
that?
I thought he hired him for the Chris Tyson thing.
Okay, then I know he did for the Chris Tyson thing. But even then, still, it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. It just doesn't. I don't know. It's strange. The whole thing is crazy. I have been watching like every video to keep up with it. I think last podcast episode I said that Penguin Zero, Moist Critical, he was like the first one I had seen who had addressed it, and then Dogpack did his thing, and then there's another dude who I've been watching who's been keeping up with it. Let me see if I can bring it up. And he's also got good videos on it as well. I've been watching his to keep up with it. It is just, it's a lot. Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. Somewhere in my YouTube history. What's this guy's name? Dang, how many days ago was this? Okay, wait a minute. More Pegasus. That's the dude's name. He's been making the drama videos. More Pegasus, if you want to keep up with that. And then I guess that kind of leads us into Mr. Telexify. That was one of my other things that I was going to talk about for this video. That's another, like, I was really sad when the stuff with Doc came out, because I do not care for streaming. I prefer like edited, recorded videos better. I think it's just cleaner and it's nicer. And streaming is just, for some reason, it comes across to me as scummy, as like playing video games and then getting people to donate to you while you play video. It's just like a weird. Is that just me? Like, do you get that or no?
I get some of it. Like, I don't know. It's a weird issue.
I don't know. The concept of streaming is weird to me. I personally do not care for it very much. But the stuff with Doc really disappointed me, because I really liked him, and I thought he was funny. His whole shtick was good. The thing where he yells at Alex, He has like a thing where when he's in games, there's a dude who stream snipes him, and he runs up to him and he's like, "Put your fists up, Doc. Fist fight me, Doc." And like no matter what Doc is doing, he'll drop his guns to fist fight this dude. Like he had like this whole narrative that was so good, and then that came out, and apparently he's trying to come back. He's like,
Good luck with that.
yeah, I don't. I mean, he owned it, I guess. He was like, "Yeah, I messed up. I made a mistake." And it's like, "Okay, well, I'm glad that you saw that, but it still doesn't necessarily excuse, you
Yeah.
know?" So, it's weird. We'll yeah, we'll see about that. But that was the biggest one for me. Is like people I've never had a celebrity, like I don't follow celebrities to that extent where I get personally affected, but when that happened with Doc, I was pretty upset about that. And then the stuff with Mr. T Lexify is pretty upsetting too. There was a video that I had watched about him that was just gross, dude. They showed his screenshots of him messaging. First of all, he was in like a sexual relationship with a minor and they were dating for a long
Oh,
time. And then he is like addicted to porn and sex and everything. And he had like a Bumble and he would use um his status as a YouTuber to reach out to people. It was just it's
mm,
it is gross, dude. It's so gross. And I wouldn't even recommend for people to read it cuz it's just bad. It's bad.
that that one hurt you too.
Yeah, that one hurt cuz I remember you, me and Dylan grew up watching him and keeping up with him, and it's just like, and he also claimed to be like a really strong Christian guy and that he did these things. And then they show his chat logs and everything, and it's like, and it's like normally stuff like that, like perverted, I can stomach it, and it's like, wow, that person sucks. And when you see the stuff that he typed out and how he was talking to these minors and these kids and trying to use his status to woo people, it is gross. The name of that video, by the way, is called "The Downfall of Mr. T Lexify," and it's by Jonathan Reed. uh it's just, and there's like a screenshot, everything is screenshot of the screenshots of everything. And like one night he tries to attack his underage girlfriend and like tried to kill her, and he was like strangling her, was trying to kill her with his bare hands, and she had like pictures of it. And the only reason he stopped is because she said that she was recording him. And then he's like, dude, it's just another video if you're interested. He types out this note as like an apology letter to her, and he's like, "Big Daddy loves you, you'll always be my little kitten."
Oh
like
my
like
lord.
put typing in like uwu, like cringy, like it is bad,
Oh,
dude. I almost could not stomach watching the video. It is bad.
oh my lord.
And the girl that he was with, she's got like everything up on her Twitter. um so if you want to go look at it, and I'm trying to think, I think her name's Big Softy or something like that.
Why is everybody using big in their name?
Yeah, I don't, it went from Lil to Big. That's they've made the
Huh.
switch.
Man.
I'm trying to
I
think
didn't
of,
know it was that bad.
yeah, dude, it's really bad. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can bring up something right here. Yeah, she has like videos of him on her Twitter where they're like making out in bed and he's like grabbing on her and stuff. It's like, oh my.
Is that even legal? To even have on
Uh
the internet?
yeah, Twitter is
It's Twitter.
yeah, it's Twitter.
Sorry, X, my bad.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. She put up a picture of like one of the notes he sent her, and the first sentence says, "First off, Dad, I want to apologize."
What?
Oh my gosh. I wanted to put flowers in the background of this love letter for my love bug. Oh man.
Just stay away from kids. What the fuck?
Dada, apologize in advance. I never want to hurt baby girl's feelings.
Oh my.
Ugh.
This is killing me on the inside.
I'm trying to skim through and just find the worst parts of it. But yeah, if you want to go, oh, it's not Big Softy, it's Pure Softy. That's her name, at Pure Softy.
Oh.
At Pure Softy. And dude, it is just, some stuff, because normally you hear things like you heard the stuff about Dr. Disrespect, but as far as I know, there's not any like um screenshots of him messaging whoever, at least not that I've seen. But then if you go on Pure Softy's account and there's like actual screenshots of everything, it is rough to say the
Yeah.
least. So if you
What
want
is the
to
world?
have to bleach your eyeballs afterwards, go give that a look.
What is the world coming to?
I know, and it's like it's just not that hard. I saw a thing in the comments, like one of the videos, and oh man, I'm trying to think of what they said. It was like, how hard is it to just be successful and not message minors or like something like that, or like get involved with younger. I don't get it.
It's as simple as ask their age. Are you 18 or older? Oh no, you're below the age of 18. Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't understand it, because you're right. You said like Drake, freaking Dr. Disrespect, Mr. T Lexify, Chris. Oh, EDP, but that's like kind of old
Oh
news.
yeah, that's old.
That's like
Yeah.
a year or two ago now, right?
What are
EDP
you talking about? He just wanted a cupcake.
just wanted a cupcake. Just wanted something to eat. He was hungry. Let the guy
Yeah.
eat. Holy cow. Is it
God.
a crime to eat?
The Vitalis. Oh, have you seen the Vitali streams?
No.
His whole streaming thing is like he catches pedophiles, but I think there's a thing where like the pedophiles in quotes are just like paid actors
Oh,
that
okay.
want clout. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. Guys, those of you listening, if any of you are getting big on YouTube, if any of you are big on YouTube, if any of you aren't even YouTubers, but you're just grown adults, stop that.
Yeah,
Just
it shouldn't
stop.
even need. This shouldn't need to be said, but yeah,
I
don't
don't
do
know
that.
why we have to say it. Just stop. Just
Don't be that guy. Don't be
find
that guy.
find someone. You're not him. Don't be him, please.
Yeah, don't. That is the one instance. Don't be him.
Just find someone your own age and stop preying on children. Just like that.
It's that simple.
It really, I just solved so many problems right there, and you're
You're just
welcome.
world peace created right here on the Barely Noticed
Essentially.
podcast.
And then next episode, I'll tell you how to solve world hunger, and there we go.
Cure cancer. It's dead.
No, cancer's been cured.
Oh yeah. We had that conspiracy already.
Yeah, we were talking to Wonder about that, and the more I've thought about it, it is the most researched disease in
Yeah, it is.
mankind. We whipped out a vaccine for COVID in like a year, 2 years,
Yeah,
maybe
very
even
quickly.
that, and we can't do it for cancer. Come on now.
Well, I
Come
will say
on
there is
now.
a tricky aspect of it being your own cells that are attacking yourself. So I'll say that it is tricky in that regard. Where COVID's like its own viral disease where you have to get rid of. I'll
Nope,
stop.
they're hiding it from us. No president's ever
Okay.
died from cancer. Just someone had to say it. Someone has to
Wait,
say it.
low key.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You're welcome.
You know, I'm just saying in Family Guy that they had that episode where what's his name? It's Lois's dad. He had the cure for cancer, but he wouldn't release it because chemo costs more.
Exactly. They have to make all these big cancer facilities and institutions and stuff would turn into nothing. They lose their money. They wouldn't exist anymore. So they
Yeah.
purposely hold out on us. And it's like we spoke with the Penguin about. They treat the symptoms. You
Or do you
gotta
think
keep
it's like them charities where it's like they pay them a bunch of money, but like ends up like 10% of the money going to the actual people?
right. Yeah. That's all I have to say
Yep.
about that. Think about that. Marinate on that, people.
What a segue.
Anyway,
Pedophiles to cancer.
yeah, that was that was quite the. So, anyways, moving on to other news that's happened in the past week. For those of you who are Marvel fans, Tyler is yeah, I would say you're a big Marvel fan, right? That's a fair thing to
Yeah,
say.
decently.
Okay, decently, not as big as Star Wars.
No, not as big as Star Wars. Definitely not as big as Star Wars. We're not going into that again.
Okay, we'll leave that alone. We don't have to talk about it. The recent Marvel movies have been hot garbage. They suck.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not good. I will say, out of like the new phase of movies that's come out, the Black Widow movie wasn't bad.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I liked bits of it.
I liked it. It's a good movie.
I liked Red
Um,
Guardian.
yep, yep.
That was the highlight.
Hopper from Stranger Things, but he's Russian.
Yeah.
Uh, what other the new Doctor Strange movie was Buns. Me and Tyler went and saw that movie in person, and I wanted us to get up and leave in the middle of it. That's how bad it was. I was like, Tyler, can we please go, dude? And he's like, no, we gotta sit down and finish it. Come on, man. And I was like, Tyler, this sucks. This is awful. If Tyler wasn't there, I would have left, is what I'm saying.
Hey, Spider-Man: No Way Home. It's a gym in there. Diamond in the
Spider
rough.
No Way Home's good. Great movie. I've only seen that once when I saw it on opening night when it was released. I need to watch it again. What other new? I haven't seen Madam Web, but I heard that was pretty bad.
That's not really Marvel. That's Sony. But yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, but isn't it? It's considered like the Marvel universe, right?
Oh. Well, not in the like movie universe, but like in the comics. Yeah, that's Marvel.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like part of the MCU. I forgot about
Nah.
that. Okay, still a superhero movie. Still sucked.
Yeah.
What other Marvel stuff has come out? The Deadpool and Wolverine movie was awesome.
Banger.
Tyler and I went and saw that together. If you guys haven't
Oh.
seen that, you got to see it.
Oh wait. Might be spoilers. Actually, it's not really that spoilers. There's like I saw a thing online. This isn't in the movie, but there was like a cameo idea that Ryan Reynolds thought of putting Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider in there. That would
Ooh,
have been so good if they did that.
that would have been
But
cool.
I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah,
They already got him as Superman in the Flash movie, so
yeah,
I doubt he was going to come back for another one.
yeah. That's right. That's true.
The
That
Dead,
Black Panther 2 sucked.
yeah, the Deadpool movie is really good. Did we already talk about this or no?
Not on pod.
Okay, I don't think so. It is. There's a lot of cool cameos in it. The chemistry between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds is very good. It's a good. It's I would put that in probably my like top 5 Marvel movies, maybe even a top 3. It's really good and it's funny.
Yeah, they actually Wolverine cursing is enjoyable.
Yeah, he's just like a disgruntled, angry old white guy the whole time.
Yeah,
And then the
it's great.
Deadpool dog on the red carpet.
Yeah, the marketing for that movie was peak.
Yeah, they literally every interview they got asked to do, they just said yes to everything. They've done everything. The
They
Deadpool controller.
Oh yes, golden. They cooked with Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they did a lot. They did Hot Ones. They did the chicken shop date with that girl from England whose name I cannot
Yeah.
remember. They did a bunch with BBC, everything, dude. They were on everything.
No, we should have interviewed him on here.
Oh, but my point in bringing up the Marvel stuff was I'm trying. Is there any other Marvel movie that I'm not thinking of right now?
What in the past few years?
Yeah, that's come out that I know I'm
Oh,
probably definitely missing something. But oh, I didn't
Ant-Man.
see. I didn't see the new Ant with Kang, right?
Yeah, wasn't
I
that
didn't see
great.
that. Yeah, I heard that wasn't very good.
They butchered Modoc, which hurts me because Modoc's a good character.
That's like the floating head guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang it, I had one oh the new Captain Marvel movie. I didn't see that either.
Oh, yeah, not that good.
I liked the first Captain Marvel movie. I actually liked it. I didn't think it was that bad. Like the whole thing with how Nick Cage gets his eye scratched out, and it was like somewhat set in the '90s with the blockbuster and things. I didn't think the first Captain Marvel movie was bad, but I haven't seen the second one. And apparently, the second one's pretty bad.
The talk about how good old RDJ is coming back.
That's what I was getting to. That's the whole reason I even brought up Marvel stuff. Is what your take was on Robert Downey Jr. coming back as to play Doctor Doom.
You want it now?
Yeah,
I think it's good. I don't think he deserves as much hate as it's been getting, but like personally, I'd rather see Killian Murphy do it because Killian Murphy's just so good. But I feel like it can be used correctly. I know he won't do it for too many movies. It's probably just the Russo brothers movies. He definitely is able to do it the right way. And I feel like they'll probably tie it into like an alternate universe Iron Man where he's like, oh, he's evil, so he makes the Doctor Doom suit or whatever. But I hope he's still like Victor Von Doom, like the character in the comics, because yeah, he's a good tragic character.
that's what I'm curious about. Is it going to be a Divergent of Tony Stark, where he makes the suit in the cave, but instead he ends up being a bad guy? Or is it just a completely different character? He's not tied to Tony Stark, Iron Man at all, and he's just Doom. Because that's how, like, Chris Evans with the freaking guy from the Fantastic Four. What's his name?
Oh yeah, the Johnny
Johnny. Isn't his name like Johnny Flash or something? Or
Storm, I think.
Johnny
Yeah,
Storm,
Storm.
something like that.
Yeah,
How he's Captain America and Johnny, but it's not like there's never a time where you're
yeah.
intertwining the two. It's just like he played two characters who are different people, and that's it. I kind of I would like to see the other route where he is Tony Stark, and instead, well, that just wouldn't even make sense though, because
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
I don't
different
know.
name.
Yeah, because it's a
I
whole different name.
I hope they do have a moment where Tom Holland, like Spider-Man, sees like his face. He's like Mr. Stark, and then like Doctor Doom tries to kill him or something.
Yeah, that would be yeah, don't bring up the fact that he is the same guy who played Iron Man, but have that in the movie when Tom Holland is like, "Wait a minute," and it kind of
He
messes with
doesn't
his
take his
head.
mask off like at all in the comics. That's the thing.
Uh,
Maybe it gets like knocked off or something, and like
yeah, or it's just Robert Downey Jr. wearing the mask the entire time and you never see him. I don't. That's interesting.
I hope they do it justice because like in the comics, he like does all the technology stuff with the suit, but he also uses magic, so he's pretty OP.
And does he get to do the accent?
Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't really have that much of an accent because he went to school in America and everything. That's why he hates Reed Richards because he's better at him in school. It's a whole thing.
I don't know much about like the Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, that whole. I don't know diddly squat about that. So whatever you say, I'll take your word.
I would say Doom is like Thanos level good villain if they do it right.
Yeah, that was I saw a podcast the other day where they were talking about that and how everything he's been in so far it's looked bad and it just hasn't been good, and that they need to make sure they really do it right for this upcoming one.
Yeah, because he's one of those like complex villains where like I don't know, it's hard to explain. Good villain.
And that will lead to Secret Wars, which is what you explain that to me, Tyler. Explain that.
I have limited knowledge. The one I know, it's like all this actually might end up being good in the multiversal bullshit. It's when all the multiverses collide, and it's on this planet called Battle World, and it's like all the MCU characters are on one world, and I think it's like villains v heroes, and they fight. So we could get some cool like Thanos teaming up with Doctor Doom, teaming up with other villains, like cool moments on that.
Yeah, like Thanos. There's another version of him where he comes back. Like he's a Ghost Rider, like probably less
Yeah.
prominent characters who people know from
I mean,
comic books coming out would be crazy.
Deadpool's supposed to show up.
Yeah, that's true. He'll have to show up at some point.
Gotta do it eventually, man. That's what I'm waiting for that moment
Yeah,
when he's interacting with other people.
he'll be in there eventually. And I think he like Ryan Reynolds proved the character and proved his point in this most recent movie that he could be like a valuable character or a good character to throw into everything happening.
Yeah, should be good. You curious about the new Fantastic Four?
I isn't Pedro Pascal the main guy?
Yeah,
What's his name?
Reed Richards or Mr.
Reed Rich.
Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic, that's what it was. Yeah, it's gonna be him, and then I literally have no idea about the rest of the cast who's in the movie.
Dude, you know the dude who played Eddie in Stranger Things?
Yes.
I think he's Johnny Storm. He's that or the Thing.
Oh, I couldn't imagine him being the Thing, so I'll assume he's gonna be Johnny Storm.
Yeah, but I do like the premise how it's set in like the 50s or 60s or whatever, and it's like futuristic.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm very interested to see that. That's my favorite time period. I love 50s, like 50s, 60s, future kind of stuff. I love the 50s and 60s, but I love 50s and 60s like future sets, sort of like Fallout,
Yeah.
the Fallout show. I love that. That was really cool.
Any other exciting things you've seen this week?
The Call of Duty early access is coming out the end of the month.
Oh
There is
yeah.
a new Zombies cinematic trailer for Black Ops 6 that dropped literally 52 minutes ago.
Oh, I got. Oh shoot. Well, now I know what I'm watching after
Yeah,
this.
we gotta watch that. What else is going on? It's just really been the grind. Just been working on videos. I just had, for those of you who don't know, a few of our, well, actually, only one of our YouTube friends will know, but me and Tyler have been wanting to go in the direction of playing party games more with friends, and especially like, so for example, like last night we played Cards Against Humanity, but you just use pictures. It's called Picture Cards Online. We played Scribble.io, where you draw pictures and you have to guess what the person's drawing. And then we did Gartic Phone, where it's like telephone, where like one person has a prompt and a picture, and then everybody else has to like try to draw the same thing or like keep it as the same sort of thing. And we had a lot of fun playing those games last night. It was like a 2 hour session. Played 3 different games. It was really, really, really good. And of course, when I recorded it, something went wrong. I didn't capture my microphone talking in any of the videos, so I had to scrap them and delete them. Every single time I make a video with content creators other than Crawdaddy, and it's like a bunch of other YouTubers, the file gets corrupted, my audio is not picked up, something goes wrong every single time. It's so annoying. I probably have 8 to 10 like banger videos that are so good that I've had to delete and get rid of because something technically went wrong and ruined everything. It's so annoying. Uh,
Did that footage get corrupted? You played with Wonder and Penguin?
I don't believe so. I have a CS:GO session that he's referring to that we played for like 2 hours, where it's me, Penguin, and Jay are playing CS:GO, and that was a pretty good one that I think should be fine. I haven't checked it. We'll see, but should be fine. But we want to start leaning more in the direction of like playing party games and like getting big groups of people to do funny stuff together. So last night, I guess we'll say last night was kind of a test, like testing the chemistry, seeing how it all would go. And for the
Yeah.
next video, I think we're going to do Jackbox games. And Jackbox games, for those of you who don't know, are like party pack games. So it's a Jackbox game. There's 1 through 10. And then for each game, each one of them contains like 5 to 6 mini games. And that's what you and your friends play. And there's a whole bunch of different variations of it. Fitz just put out a video of it. I know like Vanos and them have played that because they're like a party game crew. Smitty, Blarg, Soup, those kind of guys. They've played it before. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know what it is, I'd encourage you to look it up. It's pretty funny. It's like one person will run it on their PC, Switch, Xbox, whatever, and then everybody else can play from their phone. And then everybody would look to one screen, whether you're in person in your house or over Discord, and then like everybody looks at the screen and you see your answers and you vote on the best answers. And when I eventually get a video made out of it, which will possibly be this upcoming Monday, it'll be really funny. The last night was a good test to get us started testing the waters, and that's just kind of a new kind of content that I really want to try to start doing.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm interested. I've never played it, so I'm curious how it'll go.
And then my last video I put up, my CS:GO video of, it's called "We Played with That Guy" in quotation marks. That is one of the best videos I've had in a while. I got, for a small YouTube channel that normally does not get a lot of views. Typically, I'm ballparking between like 20 and 40 views on a regular video. That video I put out this past Friday has 148.
Yeah, did good. Yeah.
So
Hey, them titles. What was the titles?
the titles, I've been working on my thumbnails a lot, trying to tinker and do stuff with different ones. I had a thumbnail for the Cards Against Humanity video that we played that was perfect. It was so funny. I was so excited to play it, or to put it up. And as I said, that footage got messed up and I can't use it. But oh, dude, I'm gonna use that card again in another video just so I can have it as a thumbnail. That's how bad I want to do it again.
What about the Booze Cruise card?
Yeah, we had a recurring theme in the video where like one of our friends, Cameron, who we've had on the podcast, Cameron Arteman, we ha- played a round where he played a card where it was a guy like drinking and driving. And I think, I don't know how you found it, Tyler, but when I Googled it, I put in Booze Cruise and that's what came up in Google Images. And then almost nearly every round we would play, somebody would find that card online and play it. So it was just like a recurring theme. Dude, it was so funny. We had so many good moments last night, and I am so upset that I was a stupid, dumb idiot and ruined them.
Dude, I genuinely was like so into the game, I forgot to click record.
Yeah, Tyler was good to record last night. Didn't end up doing it. For some reason last night, the on OBS it didn't pick up my microphone. Like it didn't register my mic. I've never changed the setting. I haven't touched it. I haven't unplugged it. I don't know what the deal was with that, but dude, I'm beyond mad. I've had that happen way too many times. It's so frustrating. I've had so many good videos that I've lost to that, but that's definitely something we're going to do coming up. I would like to do it this coming Monday, is to play those party games again and do something like that. I think we've also been getting along really good with Exo Penguin, who we've had on a previous podcast. Him and I will say, I'll speak for myself. Him and I have been getting along pretty well. Tyler's kind of been busy or hasn't been on as much, but I've been spending a lot of time with Penguin, and he's really interesting and fun to talk to about YouTube. He's a really cool guy, and I've had him in some videos. I have him in a CS video. I have him in another CS video that's going to be coming out, and we had a lot of fun with him in the party games we played last night, because today's Tuesday. Yeah, last night, Monday, he was playing some hilarious cards, dude. He's a really fun guy to be with. So I think we're going to start seeing him in a lot more of our videos.
Yeah, he's fun to play with.
I even had this happen the other night when I was playing. Man, what's the name of that game? What did I say? Everybody stand still or don't move.
Yeah,
Don't
something like that.
something like that. And it's one of those games where you have to pretend you're an NPC and not get picked out from a crowd and try to do tasks. I played it with Exo Penguin, JGX, Wonderwacked, another guy who's in our sort of a YouTube sphere group named Aqua Reality, and I think that was it. And that was another super good session. Went really well. It was really funny. It would have been a brand new game on my channel. I press stop recording and I go to my files to play it, and for whatever reason, footage corrupted, can't play the video. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? So I would have had a backlog of some fire stuff, but it's okay. We got time. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, dude. I feel like my YouTube, I don't want to say career, but my YouTube stuff I've got going on is like starting to pick up, or kind of moving in a direction that I'm happy with. So I'm looking forward to it.
Your knowledge has expanded.
Yeah, my knowledge has expanded. I'm getting better with thumbnails and titles. I think my video editing has been good. I'm really happy with where my editing's at. And of course, I'm going to keep improving on it, but I'm satisfied with where it's at. I feel like I'm not getting as much exposure because of my thumbnails. So I'm working on the thumbnails. And then my titles, I feel like have gotten good. So, we're learning, baby. We're growing. We're moving.
And once I'm back at school, I can actually record and edit. I don't have to worry about all this work and stuff. People constantly running in my room. God, it irks me so much.
I could not imagine living in a bedroom without a door.
Dude, literally, I was waiting for Bobby to leave. I thought he wasn't going to leave at first when we almost started recording. I was like, dude, I'm tired of people just running up. Brody came up here in the middle of recording last night.
Bobby and Brody are Crawdaddy's brothers, by the way.
Yeah, he came up in the middle of recording. I had to mute my mic. I was like, dude, get out, bro.
Last night we were playing Cards Against Humanity with our friend Cameron, and he lives in Florida, and he lives with his friend who's also is named Christian, and I don't know if they're married, but I'll say his girlfriend. So Christian and his girlfriend live in a house together, and then Cameron lives there with them. So the three of them live in a place together. And Cameron's mic is it's like comically bad. Like it's so bad that it's funny, and it picks up every little thing. So while we were playing Cards Against Humanity last night, I guess Christian, the other Christian, and his girlfriend were getting in a fight in the background, and it was like dead silent. People are playing their cards, trying to find their image to put in. And then I was like, whose parents are getting divorced in the background? And you just hear Cameron go, mine, like so depressed and sad. It was so funny, dude. Some golden footage lost last night.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But it seems like Mondays work out pretty well to get everybody on and be able to play stuff together. So we'll definitely play Cards Against Humanity this upcoming Monday, and I think we'll get Jackbox games going.
I'm excited.
And then for my last little thing I wanted to share, uh, I guess I'll just go ahead and share it now. As I've said before, for those of you who listen to the podcast, I've really been thinking of I want to introduce like the Sick Boy character or start involving myself as a person in my videos. And I kind of came up, I don't really know how I came up with the idea, but I didn't want to have like a big mask like Swagger Souls, like the helmet, and I didn't want to be completely faceless, like blurring my face in videos or something. I wanted to have some kind of something, and I already have an idea of like what kind of clothes I want to wear. So I really am not sure. Actually, no, I take this back. So Wonderwacked, our friend, has videos where he does like a Lego, like building a Lego set or whatever, and he's wearing like a black balaclava, like a ski mask. And I saw his and I was like, okay, I think I want to do something like that where I just wear a simple mask, but I'll make mine white because like my whole character is like the paper cat and so I was like, okay, I'll wear something white and so it kind of goes with that color scheme or whatever. I've been thinking about it a ton, thinking about videos I already want to do with it and everything. So then me, I guess you could say I'm a CS YouTuber because that's what I have the most on my YouTube channel is Counter-Strike videos. So I had literally no idea at all about the existence of the YouTuber Anomaly, and Anomaly is the biggest Counter-Strike YouTuber who is Swedish. He puts himself in videos and he wears a white balaclava.
Oh,
I had no idea that he even existed, that he was a person. I already have this whole character idea set in my head, how I want to do it, what kind of thumbnails I want to do, everything. And I was watching a Counter-Strike video the other day and he was mentioned in it, and I went to his profile, and for those people who wouldn't know this information, they would think I was trying to copy him because my glasses that I wear are almost exactly the same as the glasses he wears. I bought on Amazon like a white balaclava that's still coming in the mail. I'm still waiting to get it, that I was going to have for my character. And then I play Counter Strike. Like it just looks like I'm trying to be an Anomaly ripoff. So I feel like
damn.
I've committed too much to it to give up on it. So we're sticking with it.
Are you gonna put like you're gonna color or like put ears on it or some shit?
I don't know because there's another. I'm referencing YouTubers all over the place today. There's another YouTuber named Churdleys who does like sketch comedy, like skit comedy, like Key and Peele, Trevor
Yeah.
Wallace, stuff like that. And he collabs with a guy who he's friends with in real life, who is like I don't know if he takes himself seriously, if it's meant for satire, but he's a rapper whose name is Lil Toe, and he wears like a ski mask for his Lil Toe rapper character, but he's sewn like fake dreads onto it, and he's like customized his ski mask. It sounds silly. I'll have to send you a picture, or you guys can look him up. But he's put like he's like embroidered like scratch marks on his mask and like done really cool customization to it as time has gone on. So like his mask, it's a ski mask, but it's personalized and it has like cool features to it. And I don't know if I want to do something like that. I'm not going to put ears on it because no, I'm just not doing that. But I want to try to find some way to make it my own instead of just, I don't want to look like I'm just an Anomaly ripoff. And I want to,
Whiskers.
yeah, maybe, but I don't want to just get like a black Sharpie and draw. I gotta, I'm not cosplaying as a cat. I'm not doing that. I'm not wearing a
Just
cat
draw
ski
the
mask.
entire paper cat on there.
Yeah, I gotta think of some way to add something. I was even thinking, I was thinking along the lines of how the terrorist character, or how a terrorist character can look in CS:GO, where they have like the white mask and the beret. And I was thinking of maybe like the ski mask and like some kind of hat, or like maybe every time I'm on camera, I wear a different hat, and that's like the quote unquote shtick, like a different kind
Could do
of,
that.
yeah, something to that effect. I was gonna do the beret, and like if I had a white mask and then like a red beret, and that's kind of like a very signature sort of look. But I think I might stick with like the every time I'm on camera, a different hat, or maybe I'll just pick a hat from my closet and make that like the one that I wear and everything. I don't know. I'm still kind of toying with the idea. I haven't received the mask yet, so it's kind of hard to come up with ideas and think about doing stuff when you can't physically see what it would look like.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's kind of what's been on my mind. Just working on my character, different types of videos. Yeah, man, just keep on plugging away.
It'd be like that.
And it's
I
almost,
just need views.
yeah, Tyler's working on his editing, working on getting views, working on even having time to edit, which you will when you go back to school.
Yeah. I haven't posted in like a month.
Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while. Was your last one the CS:GO with AIDS?
Nah, that was the one before.
What's
The
your
other
last
one was
one?
the absolute brain dead something
Oh,
something.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Well, for this episode, we're just a little under an hour. I have to take an absolute dump. And so, yeah, we're ending early because I feel like I'm about to give birth to a baby. So, Tyler, got anything else to say before we wrap her up here?
No, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Are you sure? Nothing
Uh,
relating to a certain PD.
R.I.P. Petey.
R.I.P. PD. Rest in peace, PD. I can't believe you almost forgot.
Yeah, that's my bad.
You're
My
slacking.
bad, Pete.
Yeah.
I'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Barely Noticed podcast, and we'll see you next time. See ya.